a safe place to raise your children, and it's absolutely not a place where you hear about gang violence or gun violence, or you never really hear about things like this. And I mean, you always say that it's not going to happen to you, it's not going to happen to your community, and this is the last place that I would think you would hear about one of the most heinous mass shootings in U.S. history is in this community. It's really shocking.
And I know that you've been in contact with your family back home. You just said you talked a little bit about that. Can you talk a little bit more about what you've been hearing from them? What kind of news you personally have been getting from your family and friends?
Well, I think at first, when the news broke this morning, it was just everybody was really confused, everybody calling each other. I know I have a niece and nephew in a nearby school district, and everybody just kind of calling to make sure that everybody's okay. I don't think anybody was expecting that it would be of this magnitude. So I think people are just shocked. Don't really know what to make of this.
And also, President Obama just came out to speak about this a little bit earlier. He said something needs to be done about this, and a couple of other little pieces of information came out as well. I mean, should we expect something to be done in upcoming days and weeks?
On behalf of the nation, and made it clear he will have every single resource that he needs to investigate this heinous crime, care for the victims, counsel their families. We've endured too many of these tragedies in the past few years, and each time I learn the news, I react not as a president, but as anybody else would, as a parent. And that was especially true today. I know there's not a parent in America who doesn't feel the same overwhelming grief that I do. The majority of those who died today were children. Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old.
On behalf of all the students of Access Program in Teima, Morocco, to all the families of the victims, our hearts are broken when we heard about the death of your kids, and we feel deeply sorry for their loss.
Accept our heartfelt condolence on the loss of your loved ones.
Yes,
Hearts are with you at this time of sorrow. So I think if you want to help them, you should stop selling of guns, because a lot of people kids brought so many things, so many guests to our lives, so we will never forget them. And we are so sorry for what happened, and our prayers are.
I watched the news, and I'm so sorry to hear it. So now you think comfort in knowing and hands of it, because there's lots of problem. So don't let your children watch violence on TV.
We are deeply sorry to hear about the death of children. So our heart are with you in this time of sorrow.